Hi guys. So I am back. I think my audio is working. Let me double check. So sorry. Um my mic is on and I just wanted to Yep, my mic is on. Hey Cassandra, if you can hear me, can you let me know? Because sometimes I just don't know until people are responding. So I just want to make sure that I am up and running okay. Thanks for joining in. Perfect. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to see you and know that you're doing okay tonight. So it was requested in another live to do a video about my viral niche fragrances. And I'm like, ooh, I don't think I have a lot of those, but I have a few. I have a few. So we can get into those. Which one do I want to start with? Let's go with the easy one, I think. That I just feel like everybody loves this freaking fragrance. Oh, can I talk about a scent moment tonight? Because I met up with some ladies. So the first scent moment I had today was today I am wearing Kiss Me by Brown Sugar Babe. And I'm also wearing the Middle Eastern dupe for Baciami. I don't know why I can't remember the name at the moment, but let me see if I can find it. Oh, this is so annoying when it just escapes my mind. So let's see. But I wore these today, and I'm not quite sure about the profile yet. Like, I know people rave about Baciami, but it just seems like sort of this white floral, sort of amber type fragrance. And it's nice, but I just wasn't like super in love with it. So what I do when I get ready, I do have a how I spray video on my channel, but what I generally will do is like, so I think I put on the Fenty toasted marshmallow butter today, and then I went over that with the oil, with the Kiss Me oil by Brown Sugar Babe. And then I put on the fragrance. And so I usually spray under my clothes first, from like neck, behind the neck, all the way down to kind of my knees. And then once I put my clothes on, I'll just, hey, Rose, you're in the house with us. Awesome. I'm talking about a scent moment that I had today. And so after I put on my clothes, I'll spray some on the outside if I feel like I need to project just a little bit more. So I felt like I have, for the most, it's so weird. So maybe I'm in the house and I'm just like, okay, so I have on perfume. But not till I walked outside to my car to get ready to go, like I got this burst of like really nice, sweet white floral. Rose, you wore Casablanca today. I'm so glad you were able to wear it. I got a big burst of like sweetness. And I was like, oh, I really like that. But then I didn't really smell it as much anymore. I knew I smelled it, but just nothing that I was just like, oh my gosh, I smell so great. You know, like getting wafts of myself today. So later on, like I went to the bathroom, and this might be TMI, but whatever. We have these moments because we love fragrance and we spray. Okay. So I went to the bathroom, and sometimes I think I purposefully do this anyway, because I just like the surprise, or just when I pull down the lady garments and everything, like I still get a big whoosh, whoosh, woof of my fragrance. And so, but today I wasn't sure. I was like, did somebody in another stall like spray something to help it smell nice in here. I was like, is that me? Because it kind of gave off a sweet berry. And I was like, I'm not sure that's the same scent that I had on today because I had like on a white floral, laughing at me, a white floral kind of fragrance. And hi, Zanika. Thank you for dropping in. So I just wasn't sure, but then I was like towards the back at a stall, and when I walked towards the front to go to the sinks, I didn't smell that berry smell anymore of where I thought it was coming from because I heard somebody in another stall. So I'm like, was that me? I'll take it. I think it is. And it smelled glorious. Like I'm just really, I was feeling so like, oh my gosh, I smell great. So that was a good scent moment for me. But when I got where I was going, I smelled a fragrance that I like knew, and I was like, oh my gosh, hi. I didn't know the girl, but I was like, hey, what are you wearing? Because she smelled good. And it was so familiar to my nose. And she was like, I said, you got on some Middle Eastern, something, like, tell me what it is. And she said she had on Camera by Lattafa. And but she said, but it's not the dark one, it's like a lighter one. I was like, oh, Kawa. So she had on Kawa, and y'all, her Kawa was like working the room as much as she was. And I thought that was just so awesome to like recognize her fragrance and like seeing how it performs and smelling it for once on someone else. I was just so excited. So those were two awesome scent moments for me today. But let's jump into the niche fragrances, viral niche fragrances. So the first one I'm gonna go with is Bianco Latte. I don't know what this that orange streak on my bottle is, but by Giordini di Toscana. So this one, this is the perfume of 24-25. Like, it was so hugely popular. Gourmand lovers from all ends of the earth really, 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 really like this one. So this is the funny thing. So when I first got Bianco Latte, I was in a group and people were talking about this Bianco Latte. If people want to place an order to get a bottle from overseas, like, let's put in our money and do it. So I'm like, oh, okay. I got it. And I was like, something that was just along the lines of, what is the other popular one that people talked about? It's a summer gourmand. I'm going to have to stop myself and like literally remember the things that I'm trying to tell you guys about. I hate that I don't remember. It so sucks. And the first thing that I was literally trying to remember today was what was the name of the Middle Eastern perfume that is the dupe for Baciami. I still can't really find the name right here without going to the back and going to get the fragrance. But let's continue to talk about Bianco Latte. It was a nice, sweet, caramelly, vanilla fragrance that I felt was just kind of familiar, you know? It wasn't rocking my socks. I don't know if it was because I just didn't give it time. I don't know if it's because then it became summer and I don't know. I wasn't just that into it. But what brought it to my attention was that people in these groups just kept talking about Bianco Latte. And I'm like, let me go get this goddamn Bianco Latte and see what the hell they talking about. Because, I mean, it just wasn't all that. Then, so many of you may know that I like duas. And so they just kept coming out with Bianco Latte dupes, hybrids, tribris, and some more stuff for the men and the women. And it's like every week he's coming out with 3 and 4 the Bianco Latte hybrids. Bianco Latte and this, Bianco Latte and that, Bianco Latte and Creed Aventus, Bianco, like it is just getting out of hand. It was getting out of hand. So that's how I just kind of knew like this was just super hella viral. It's hard for me to always know like what viral is because I don't I might look at YouTube, I'll see some Instagram these days for whatever reason, and I'm just not as much of a TikTok perfume girly. I do have some friends on there. I know they make some decent content, but just whenever I go on there, I'm more or less flooded with ads and catch the flash sale and this live about, you know, some fragrances or whatever. And I like to discuss. I want people to talk about the fragrance. I want not just, oh my gosh, it's so good. Da, 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 da. It's on sale. I need to know what it smells like. I need to know what it's a dupe for. I need to know what it's in a family of. There's so much more that I want to know. So that's why I'm not as much of a TikTok perfume girly, but this one is crazy viral in my opinion. This is your beautiful. So now with all of the fanfare and the talk about this one, it has become an amazing love. Okay, it is a love. I'm trying to see what's going on. I don't know why I set my screen up this way where I kind of have some of the comments blocked. She feels the same way. Yeah, and Rose loves Eclair. So yes, another Middle Eastern sort of dupe for Bianco Latte. Got it. So again, it's beautiful. It has this caramel, this honey, vanilla, powdery, musky. It is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance with notes of caramel, coumarin, honey, vanilla, and white musk. This fragrance was made by Sylvia Martinelli. I remember seeing somebody online. They had met the perfumer behind this. So my favorite, because Dua just kept pumping out these hybrids and all these different versions of this, like the white milk. So their version is called white milk. And so they have white milk 2.0, condensed white milk, this white milk, that white milk. But my favorite that I was able to put my hands on, because they're always selling out of stuff. People are anxious to get their hands on it. But what I was able to get my hands on was a sort of a hybrid of Bianco Latte and Hufflepuff by House of Sillage. The Dua version of those together is amazing. It's one of my favorite fragrances. Like, I just love it. I know that if I wear it, that I'm going to love it. I feel like I know that somebody else is going to love it. I just feel confident and sweet and pretty and delicious in it. So that is white milk. White milk. This is Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. So that's my first one. The second one that I think was pretty viral. Cassandra says she has to get her nose on those. Yes, Cassandra, it is a must. The next one that I feel was a viral perfume that I have in my collection is this white beauty right here. Blanche Bete. Can you guys see that? This way. Blanche Bete by Liquide Imaginaires. I will say that when I first got this, I did not like it. I was like, it's pretty, but something a little too musky under there. Like I just didn't get it. But then I realized it was either cacao or chocolate. Let's take a look. For me, I would say, I always said in describing this perfume that it is, oh, and do anybody know what the symbol is? This way? I don't know what that symbol is. I think that's Liquid Imaginaires symbol for their brand. But as you can see, that's where my dent is, and I'm afraid of using up too much of it because really, really, really love this fragrance. This, I would say when describing this fragrance, that it smells like a Rolling in Love by Killian, but a gourmand version. And I absolutely love everything about it now. It's a decadent, floral, musky, powdery type fragrance that just warms my heart. Is absolutely a favorite in my collection and has every reason to be a viral niche fragrance. It's a love or hate for some people because I know that I remember a friend trying it and she was just saying like she just does not like chocolate in her fragrances. And I think when I initially smelled it, that was the little yucky smell that I was feeling or thinking of at first. But then I grew to absolutely love it. The sillage is beautiful. The scent bubble is gorgeous. I remember wearing this one time and I kept saying like, who is that? Wondering, people walking by like, is that you smelling good or you smell great? And then I was like, you know what? The common denominator in all of this is me. I was like, Kia, I think you smell good. Bianco, I have to call this Bianco Latte. Blanche Bete by Liquid Imaginaires. Did I give you guys the notes real quick? So it does have it's very lactonic. It has milk as a top note and Brett that I love in fragrances these days. There is a molecule note called Mystical. I've never noticed that. And then there's tuberose and jasmine, the white florals with some incense. And then there's mahonial. I have heard of that molecular note, but I don't know much about it. And then there's vanilla, musk, tonka bean, and cacao. That base, you guys, with the ambre and the milk at the top. It is absolutely beautiful. Rose says it looks like a scary symbol. I would have to agree. And Cassandra says that she has Rolling in Love. If you have, you know what, I feel like that you can justify having them both. That's not just being a fragrance lover talking. Like I really kind of feel that way. Although you could finish your Rolling in Love and then get this one, but do get your nose on it first before buying it, I would say. So let's see what Mystical is and see what it is. It says a natural and synthetic, popular and weird scent profile. Like, okay, that's not very helpful. But this is another viral niche fragrance in my collection. The next one I'm going to talk about is my girl, my favorite. When I got her in January of 2024, I was like, hands down, the best fragrance of the year. Like my best purchase of 2024. And does anybody know what that is? It is, ooh, why is she feeling kind of light? This is Amouage Guidance. Isn't she so pretty, y'all? I love her with the little twisty magnetic top. So this one, I did get a decant before buying her. I remember getting it and it was kind of odd, but then it was intriguing. And then I would wear it, like I would test it at night before going to bed, and it became a fragrance that I wanted to sleep in. And I was just like, this is too much to or a fragrance to go to bed. But she just really rocked my socks. Like I would go out, she's projecting, she's pretty, she's beautiful. She dethroned Delina exclusive in my collection. Delina's still coming in second, I think. But Guidance took the throne. Took the throne. Hi, Alicia. She said, Alicia, do I call you something different every night? I feel like I do. Alicia, she's a stunner, and I haven't picked her up yet. She is. When I got the decal, I was like, what is this? Do I smell olive juice? I was like, what is this? But then I learned about the greatness that is Amouage Guidance. And here she is. And she is described as a woody amber, warm, spicy, powdery vanilla floral fragrance with notes of pear, hazelnut, and olibanum at the top. Osmanthus, rose, saffron, jasmine, sambac, and at the base, we have sandalwood that smooths it all out, vanilla that sweetens those florals and supports the fruity, nutty top. Akigala wood, ambergris, labdanum. She is a like Alicia said, she is a stunner. And one time I was in a store and a lady was like, because somebody was behind me, it was a line, and the person behind the counter was like, oh my gosh, somebody smells so good. And so of course the girl over here is just like, yes, it's Mojave. I'm wearing Mojave Ghost. And I'm like, oh, I have on Guidance. But if you that confident in your Mojave Ghost, Mojave Ghost is pretty, but I wouldn't pick her over no Guidance. So I left and came back to pick up my order, and the girl was like, yeah, it was you, because I smell it again. She slaps folks and they're like, oh my God, that was me. How do you think it compares to 46? So I do have a decant of 46, and I was debating putting in this video. But I think that's a hard one for me because I absolutely fell in love with Guidance first. So by the time 46 came around, I was like, she cool. But you know, the OG is my girl. Like she hold it down first. So I would need to play around with it a little bit more. I felt like I did not give her a full wear, so I need to do that. But I felt like she was a little bit more, upon this sampling spraying, I felt like she was more intense than Guidance, but I didn't give her a full wear to know like how it dries down and to if it really is more intense. But I just felt like the OG Guidance had that brightness from the pear that's a little bit more subdued, I think, in the 46. So it just was, I think from those little test sprays I did, I just was happy with what I had. I got Guidance at home, girl. Nico was saying, you're right, Alicia. And then give her a full wear to let us know what I think. It's a compliment magnet. So you love 46. Do you love it more than the original? What's next on this viral list? I think I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know how viral this is. I really don't know how viral this is, but I feel like it was viral enough to persuade me to get it. And this is Xerjoff's Quattro Pizzi from the Casamarati line. So she's in this, you can't really see it, but the white is sort of pearly, a pearl white. And this one is cute. This one is cute. You like them both. Okay. So you don't, you could like them both, but which one do you like better? I want to know. They are both bomb, Alicia says. And Rose Ayala says she wanted. Which one do you want? You want Guidance or you want Guidance 46? I think you have Guidance, right, Rose? I was in love with the Quattro Pizzi bottle. It is cute. I really wish I had a bigger one with the tassel because it's cute, but this is a great size for me. This is a white floral coconut. What else is in here? Coconut fragrance. There's something else in here. I think tobacco that makes it a little bit more, gives it more depth and a little bit more character. So let me see. Quattro Pizzi. So Quattro Pizzi is green tuberose, sweet coconut, white floral, tobacco, vanilla, soft spicy. Yeah, it comes off as, I think, more of a rich white floral with some coconut. But the notes, guys, are Davana, rum, pink pepper, coriander. That rum is there. Tuberose and coconut, yes. Tonka bean, hay, and tobacco leaf. So I was going through my white florals because I did the jazz, or what did I say? Jasmine Who? Jasmine Who video. And I was comparing her to some of the aliens. Hi, Yulia. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm so glad to see you. Hey, Lulu. Hey, Lulu's here. I didn't see you. Hey, thanks for dropping in. So Tanika tells us maybe 46. Okay. 46. I mean, I feel like those. Wait, so okay, Tanika, wait, I gotta go back to your other comment too. So yes, I feel like a lot of people say that 46 is better, but I'm just one of the girlies that's down for the original. This is Tanika, this is exactly what I was about to say. Well, no, not what I was about to say. So you said that you went back for the big one with the tassel. Cute. I love tassels. Tassels are my jam. And you layered it with Fan Your Flames X for Summer Nights, and it was fire. I bet you it was, because what did I was literally about to say, this to me is giving me Fan Your Flames vibes. I literally was about to say that, but it's something about it that's not as smoky as Fan Your Flames. So this has like a sweeter tobacco or something, but it's just not. So Fan Your Flames would be the men's version, while this would be the women's version. But I don't. Tanika, tell us how the Fan Your Flames X is different from the regular Fan Your Flames by Nishane, because I would be curious. I haven't tried any of the X perfumes. Hey. It was an accidental layer. I wore it to an outdoor concert for the first time, and folks kept stopping me. I bet, because where's Robert tonight? I wonder if he would appreciate this. But I'll say it here. But Fan Your Flames is like my favorite. Is my favorite. Is it still my favorite? It's my favorite for men. Like, I have this idea, if I was ever to go on a date, is to have a vial of Fan Your Flames and be like, can you wear this tonight? Because I just love it. I love it on guys. Like, that's like my favorite one for guys. I try to gatekeep a little bit, because I don't need your man walking around smelling like Fan Your Flames. Like, I like that. And I need my man, if I ever have one, to wear it. So yes, so I just think this is like a female version of Fan Your Flames. And when I compared it to the aliens, which is, just a beast mode bold jasmine, she took the cake. I mean, I love my aliens, but this is one of those exercises in going through your fragrances and your collection to make you say, all you need is this. You can go ahead and get rid of them little aliens, because they're not holding a flame to this. So, all right. So I think I'm gonna do 3 more. I have 3 more. I think she said, Tanika says she'll spray them and get back to me. Great, thanks. It's my fave niche to wear. I bet I'm getting to a point where I like enough masculine fragrances that I would wear it. But when I got it, I was just like, I'm so in love with this. This is so sexy. I just want to smell it on my man. Okay. I love your glasses, Kia. Thank you, Yulia. With the ombre of your hair, God, you're lovely. I'm so overjoyed that you're back. I am so glad to see you here. Love to Canada. I just met somebody that said that they were from Canada and moved to the US about 12 years ago. I was like, oh, Canada. So the next one I'm gonna go into real quick is one that we talked about last night. Is this Xerjoff, and this is Via Cavour 1. Via Cavour, can you see that? Via Cavour 1. She is a beauty. Oh yes, I did talk about this last night because it has a note of chocolate in it. And this is one that I guess you can really say like it is a chocolate fragrance. It's not just, oh, it's giving it some richness with cacao. This is a chocolate fragrance with some other things in it. It's a beautiful airy chocolate. One that I mentioned last night that I struggle with the opening because it smells a little odd, but then it dries down and I'm able to enjoy it and the different facets of it. So it does have some beautiful fruits at the top. It's should I say quince or quince? I need to look that up and just decide which way I'm gonna say it because when you're reading it, you're like, oh yeah, yeah. But when you have to say it, it's like, I want to call it quince. But I'm sure it's quince in English. It also has so it has dark chocolate in the middle, red berries, rose, lots of rose, patchouli, and base notes of caramel. So I've been saying the base notes of my dreams, because it has caramel, vanilla, amber, agarwood, cashmere, and musk. And these are all notes and bases that I just absolutely love and can pretty much go with anything that I love and are in most of my fragrances. It's a really nice one. I was saying last night that it's a like. I think I'm getting used to it where it's becoming more of a strong like. It's not quite a love yet, so I'm gonna still play around with it, but it's a airy chocolate and it's different than what I imagined it to be, but in its Xerjoff way, it is a unique and very pretty fragrance. So let me catch up here. Alicia says she loves Fan Your Flames. And then Nika is telling us that X is sweeter. So we're talking about Fan Your Flames X. It's sweeter, brighter, less smoke throughout the wear. Sweeter and brighter. So you're saying I need it? Uh-huh. Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind. She says her skin really pulls the Tonka. I believe that's rum and coconut, but it's not suntan lotion coconut. Yeah, and that's something that I enjoy about that. And she says does the same thing with that word. It's pronounced like Quincy. I was let down when I realized. Thank you for sharing. The base of my dreams. Yes, absolutely. Okay, we have two more. I haven't really sprayed any of these. I feel like I know them and they're so strong that they just, I don't have to spray. So the next one is coming to the stage. This is elegant, beautiful, most desired, most loved, pretty viral because I think this one may have gone viral because it is targeting women. And the fragrance that I am talking about is Manto Baby fragrance Dubois Sirene. I love her. I love her. And I say that because she is a cherry fragrance. And when I first got it, so don't judge me. We listen, we don't judge, right? Right. So I got her. And this is, I mean, we go through these things. I don't condone it. I try not to practice it too often. Right. But we go through these things. This was a blind buy. How could you turn down an opportunity to purchase this beautiful fragrance bottle? The box is velvet pink. Take my heart. But when I smelt it, I pulled it out and I was like, it's the moment of truth. My heart sank. Oh, why did it sink? Because I feel like it's a version of Kayali's Burning Cherry. You have that kind of smoky facet. You have the tonka or Palo Santo. You have some cherry. And I was just like, Lord, I already have Venom of Love by Novitus, which is basically Kayali's Burning Cherry, but with chocolate. So here I have yet another. But I kept sniffing her. I gave her a full wear. And the day that I literally gave it a full wear, I was like, I don't know what song I was singing at, but I just felt like I loved myself. I was so like I could smell myself, that warm cherry, spicy, a little resinous. Let me tell you some notes because that given those other fragrances, that's what I get from here. But she's like the grande dame of them. So yeah, they're similar, but luckily I love those other ones too. Like there's just a time that I'm like, I want to have this kind of smoky, sweet cherry going on. And I do. So Sirene is she's cherry, amber, oud, woody, warm, spicy, balsamic, and smoky. Yep. All the things, all the things. The perfumer is Nanako Ogi. I'm not sure. But the top notes are cherry and pepper. Let me see. I feel like I'm trying. I don't know if I have the right answers for these questions, but how does this cherry compare? Because it's such a, I don't know. Let's hold on. Nika says that she's obsessively sniffing her arm over there. I know you'd love it. It sounds like I'd love it. Like I love hanging plates. So I guess I gotta get my nose on some of these X's. And I'm super glad that I am interested in smelling it now because some time has gone by. And so the hype has died down. And I feel like I'm kind of ready to venture out over there and not just a lot of hoopla and hype around the line. Rose asked if there's a do a dupe for Sirene. And there's not specifically one, but I think the closest they have may be, I think it's called Smoked Cherry. So it's hard for me to compare this cherry because there is it's a smoothness about it. It's bright, but it's not tart, and it doesn't feel very juicy but it's there. It's there, but just in a very nice, um, smooth way. I think I should say smooth because it's not soft, but it's not like tart, like biting cherry. It is a very nice, well blended, smooth cherry within the rest of the notes. Did I say them all? No, I didn't. The top notes are cherry and pepper. That's what it is. That's what it is. Middle notes has oud, lactones, and incense. So those lactones and the incense just, I imagine, so it's not as lactonic as this image that I'm about to give, but just the smoothness of it. Like after, because when I first got it, it was like, spicy, it's smoky, But now I just feel like it's some type of like whipped cream, like you're folding in the cherries in this whipped cream mixture. And then the base has benzoin, cypriol oil, labdanum, and moss. But I love it, y'all. I love it. Like I said, when I first got it, I was like, oh, what did I do? I done made a horrible mistake. Venom of Love was enough. Kayali Burning Cherry was enough. But she's the Grand Dame. I enjoy her. I've worn her fully. I wore her to work. I was like, was I doing too much at work? She's not that loud, but I do think if somebody comes near you, you could smell some of the kind of like smokiness, incense of it. So I really enjoy it. I'm glad I have it. Oh, I forgot my other one. So I have one. I'll talk about the other one. I mean, I think you guys know what it looked like. So let's talk about this other one while we're here. Wow, time just goes by so fast. Nika says, I only have Fan Your Flames and Ani X. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any of the X's. Yeah, I'm sorry, Rose. I'm surprised that he hasn't, because he has quite a few Fragrance du Bois fragrances. Okay. Because cherry is the notes of the year since Lost Cherry came out. I mean, it's just been dominating fragrances at this point. That also meant that I did not sleep in terms of cherries. And so my latest cherry is the beautiful, hold on, y'all. I'm about to forget the name of this fragrance. Let me see if I smell it, if I can remember. I'm so crazy. I'll look it up, or y'all can tell me when I show you. This is so bad. Like, they need to put the names on the bottle or something. Like, why isn't the name on the bottle? It is on the bottle. Right here. Electimuss Caspian cherry. But it's all in the little detailing here that you miss it. Even with these big old glasses on, I just about missed this. So sad. Why does it keep tilting? Okay, tilt that way. Electimuss Caspian cherry. So I got this in a decant, and this is one I have to spray because she's not as impressive from the nozzle, in my opinion. But I was just like, I have a love for Electimuss London, I think it's called. Electimuss. And so when I heard that they were coming out with the cherry, I was like, cherry, I have to, because one of my favorite fragrances is Electimuss Mercurial Cashmere. Electimuss Mercurial Cashmere smells like BDK's leather, vanille leather, something of that sort. It smells similar. It smells very similar. I had a decant of it and I did not. I love BDK with all my heart too, but I didn't get it because I have a Mercurial Cashmere. So back to Caspian Cherry. Let's see. Nika says Argos does that too. Wait, what does Argos do? I don't remember. Caspian Cherry's noise, and I'm no cherry lover. So it is nice. It's interesting because when I got the decant, I was like, oh my God, full bottle worthy. I don't need too many sprays of it, but I'm like, yeah. That's why you got a decant. Like, spray it, wear it, experience it. But I didn't give myself that chance. I just went ahead and I think because it was this thing of like, buy in 2024, no buy 2025. So I hurry up and bought it. But this is really, really nice. It's not your typical, Lost Cherry was something else. It's not your typical cherry that you would expect. It's more of a subdued cherry. Let me look up some notes because I really don't know the notes. But I feel like I wish I would have taken more time with this one because while it is very nice, I don't think I needed a whole bottle, to be honest. This is warm, spicy, sweet cherry almond. There's chocolate in it. I did not know that. Because we could have talked about this one last night. Fruity, woody, coconut, coffee, cinnamon. Okay, so these accords and stuff and notes, it's making sense and like why it's like not your regular cherry. Because again, it's not smelling like a lost cherry type of cherry. It's not that. But it is a nice cherry that's taken deeper, not too dark, but just deeper with, it's a black cherry. It's actually a black cherry. But I feel like it's taken a little bit darker with some of these notes. So I feel like the dark chocolate is making it darker. The coffee, of course. Oh, it has white chocolate and tonka bean and honey and coconut. So you have these mixing of notes that don't have like the sugary sweetness, but like a dulled sweetness, if that makes sense. So things like coconut isn't going to be bright, sugary, tarty sweet. Honey kind of dials the sweetness down, but it is still sweet. So it's a different cherry that I'm glad to have experienced, that I'm glad that I have. I just need to wear it some more and probably layer it a little bit to kind of push some notes and enjoy it. So that's something else that I'm really looking forward to this year is like layering my fragrances, layering the fragrances that I have, not like, buy this to go with this or buy this and put them together. No. Let's go through our own collection. What do we have at home? And actually layer those things. So, and that's fun to kind of come up with. I know some people already have ideas of things that they like to wear together, but I just haven't experienced my collection that way. There are certain lotions or oils I know that I like to layer with fragrances, but just to randomly say like, hey, let's pick this and let's go get the Pina Colada fragrance I got and put them together and see what we have. I have not done that enough with my own collection. Oh, Argos, with the name labeling on the bottom bottle, yeah. That's great that it doesn't smell like gloss cherry. Nope, not at all. Ade's in the house. Hey. Good to see you, girl. That red lip in your profile picture is everything. You have to tell me what it is. Great. So the one that I forgot to bring out, but I will tell you about, and that I do have, and we can talk about it, is Initio's Narcotic Delight. I think just riding that cherry train. And then so this one I went to the store and smelled, and I was like, what kind of cherry is this? It is so like jammy, sweet, and different. It almost smells and feels a little familiar, but there's nothing else in my collection like it. Let me look at the notes for it, because I think at the time it was one of those things like, all right, get one of these cherries and we good. Okay. One of them. So then Narcotic Delight, or get one and we done. But they're also different. They are really different. They're all great in their own right. So, here's a good one. Here's a good thought. Initio Narcotic Delight. Okay, out of the three. Yes. Hold on, let's see. You have it. I have a good dupe noodle flower by fragrance. Oh yes, I did hear about that. And this is why we have to wait. This is why we have to pump our brakes sometimes and say, you know what? You could probably find some better options later. Seriously, because Kia did not need. I could have got noodle flour. Like why? I don't know. Sometimes I'm in this mode where like, you deserve. Here, enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. If it has been a little while since I've really enjoyed just like the spontaneous nature of buying something that I like without ruminating over it all, for months and months and da-da-da-da. So I think it was one of those, because when I smelt it, like, it took my breath away. Because it was just, I had no idea what to expect, but it was not that. Yulia says that she's not a cherry girl, but I am your girl. You are my girl. Off to bed. Love you, Yulia. Thank you for joining us. I was in denial about that one too, but it's truly intoxicating. It is. But I'd have to just come back to talking about it, because I haven't given it a full wear, because it's so like decadent and like jammy strong that I'm just like a little hesitant to wear it. But it's February and I am always like thinking about Valentine's fragrances. So that is definitely on the list. Yes, Rose, save them coins. See, but when I bought Narcotic Delight, that wasn't out. So I had no idea, because I definitely would have gone for that first. Like, but I think somebody had like a good price on it and I just grabbed it. But yeah, that wasn't out when I purchased mine. At least I didn't know about it, because I heard about it more recently, like maybe within the last 2 to 3 months. Yeah, and I had purchased mine before then. Good night. Oh, maybe she's saying good night to Yulia. You still with us, Alicia? It's hella rich, okay? Like, I'm a little worried to wear it. Hey, Jacqueline. Thanks for dropping in. It's nice, but I will get it. unless under, I guess you won't get it unless it's under 130. No, I mean, I totally feel you. I think I paid more than 130, but it was just one of those, like, this cherry is so different. Oh my gosh, I gotta have it. Let's talk about the notes a little bit. Because now, I didn't think about it too much, but these initials are always getting, duped and stuff. So I'll remember that for the next one that comes out. But this one's just so different. Like, I didn't mind having the original. And like I said, I didn't know of any dupes at the time. This has cherry, pink pepper, and black pepper. Black pepper. Black pepper. Cherry, pink pepper, black pepper, cognac, Hedion, rose, tobacco, vanilla, tonka, cedar, and patchouli. This cherry, I think what I can remember sitting here that I get is that pepper, cognac, and tobacco and tonka. Like, and I guess a little bit of patchouli, but those are the dominant notes that just seem like they sat in a barrel and got super jammy. It is that kind of fragrance. Should I challenge myself to wear it tomorrow? I have so many things to wear. Like, should I challenge myself? I probably should. It's Friday. Why not? So those are all the fragrances that I have. I really appreciate all of you guys dropping in tonight to talk about these fragrances with us. I see that Lulu is going live. We should go hop in her live and see what she's talking about. But tomorrow night, I gotta check and make sure she's still up to it. But good girlfriend Ty is going to join me again so we can finish going through these samples from Scent Explorer. We have not finished the samples from Scent Explorer. So I am excited about that because I had a lot of fun with her in comparing the samples. She has it's so weird because it's like sometimes we really like the same things and there's some things that will surprise me that she doesn't like. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I'll check to see if she's still up for it tomorrow. And if she is, we'll be here and we will see you then. I hope you guys are able to stop by. Have a great night. See you guys.